unresolved conflict has a massive impact on organisations, not only from productivity but also on individuals' well-being and so on. So actually the impacts that it can have this kind of blast radius within organisations.
Flexible working can sometimes be a great cause of conflict at work, a really profound cause of conflict. And that's because often the communication skills aren't there in the leaders and the managers, and people don't know how to have the conversations in a way that is constructive.
You might find somebody complaining about something which normally they would have no issue with because it's an excuse to talk about the unresolved conflict. So it doesn't go away, we don't solve it, we just shove it to one side and it comes back bigger.
We had lots of conversations in my old organisations around actually the absence of a good conversation, the ability to resolve conflict at the earliest possible opportunity, ends up with people having what we used to call chronic disembitterment syndrome. So fundamentally, people fall out of love for working in an organisation. So I think it's really important that we address it at the start as quickly as possible to maintain good working relationships.
At the moment, I don't use mediation, and that's one of the reasons why I'm here. I believe that mediation takes the stress and anxiety out of conflict, it resolves it more quickly, it's better for productivity, for employee engagement, for retention, for absence, for every measure you can possibly imagine.
We don't actually have any trained mediators at the moment. It is actually something that myself I'm really keen on getting and really keen on training up on, because I do really see the value in it.
We do use mediation within the organisation. It has a fantastic impact. It's part of that triage process to say when we don't have a great starting relationship or where the relationship has started to suffer, it's an opportunity to improve that before we go to the formal steps of a grievance procedure.
Our experience with TCM over the last 18 months has been amazing. From helping us with our training to implementing a policy, and then the ongoing support where cases have come up where we've needed support, they've helped us, and we're looking forward to working with them next year.
I found the course to be incredibly insightful. I had this kind of idea before what mediation was, but actually that was kind of blown out of the water, and it was this much bigger thing I was kind of ignorant of at the start.
In practical terms, I think we need to ensure that our managers and our people have the ability to speak to each other and maintain trust and good working relationships. Conflict emerges from lack of understanding and lack of communication.
And when work is done to build those essential trust and communication skills, often a resolution can be found that works both for the individual and for the business.
You have to have a really great conversation and have that trust and openness. And this sounds easy for me to say, but these are the things that only start when people talk to each other, enjoy the experience, and in the end, like each other.
From today's event, I'll be taking away the real importance of making sure that not just our managers, but all of our people in our organisation can talk to each other, maintain good working relationships, and keep an open dialogue so we can listen to the workforce.
A renewed commitment and passion for it, because it's a subject that I've not spent a great deal of time thinking about for the last few months.
There's definitely some key things around how to resolve conflict informally in the first instance that will be really useful for us to embed in our company.